The average murder in Minneapolis gets 1 minute 52 seconds from Fox.
A deadly shooting ends with a car crashing into a home. This one happened in North Minneapolis in the 1400 block of Dowling Avenue North. This is the second murder there in the past 3 days. Fox 9's Jody Ambrose has the story.
I mean, I can't believe I slept through it, but I did.
A deadly drive-by shooting ended here with the victim's SUV slamming into a North Minneapolis home and a car.
Probably totaled.
Willie doesn't want to be identified. He's distraught over the damage and haunted by the gunfire.
Could have been through my window, could have been one of my kids sitting there, and they would have got murdered because of some nonsense.
The drive-by shooting started at the intersection of Dowling and Fremont around 2:30 this morning. Police say the shooter fired from a car, targeting an SUV stopped at the light.
There were two people inside the vehicle. One was shot and killed. The other was shot and injured.
The SUV driver continued west on Dowling, then lost control a block away. He jumped a curb, mowed down a tree, and stopped after hitting a house. Police tell us the shooter got away.
My bedroom was right there.
Anita Williams says she heard 4 to 6 gunshots before the crash next door.
It concerns me enough where I don't want to live here no more. I mean, too many people's life are in danger.
Williams lives in the Fulwell Park Apartments, where another man was murdered earlier this week.
Time for me to move.
Her neighbors spent the morning washing bloodstains from his driveway. He wants to leave too.
I won't even let my kids come back over here.
Willie doesn't want his family to suffer. Crime has already hit their home.
Shooting somebody, killing somebody, you got one person dead, and when they find them, they're going to be locked up the rest of their life. Nothing solved. Nothing solved whatsoever. So.
Fox 9's Jody Ambrose reporting.
They didn't have time to say what type of shell casings were collected at the scene, or if there were fingerprints on them, because they had to move on and give 2 minutes 22 seconds of time to interviewing a couple Jews from Boston about the Mumbai, India attacks.
We pray that the injured will recover. We pledge the full support of the United States as India investigates these attacks, brings the guilty to justice, and sustained its democratic way of life.
You know, the past 3 days in India have been terrifying enough to watch on TV, but imagine living through it. As the Taj Mahal Hotel began to burn, one couple was trapped inside. Fox's Laura Engel has their story.
Americans swept up in the violence of a city under siege. The U.S. State Department reports of the nearly 200 people killed in Mumbai, 6 were Americans. As families and friends grieve those deaths, others emerge alive, including William and Geraldine Stadelman, a couple from the Boston area. The two had just fallen asleep when they heard noises they thought were fireworks until they received a call from the front desk.
Would you say we have been attacked or something?
They said no. They said there were gunmen in the hotel, and to lock and secure your door and don't let anyone in.
That's when their exciting vacation quickly turned into a nightmare. Fire raging through their hotel.
There were flames all around us. When you looked out the peephole in the door,
It was an inferno.
Just the door was hot.
You couldn't even touch the door. It was so hot.
With that fire, grenades exploding and bullets flying through the air.
And we spent hours and hours with wet towels up on our face. We were lying down literally on the floor because we could hear them shooting through people's doors and throwing grenades in there, and it sounded like they were in the room next to us, and we were so fearful.
As Indian officials try to regain control of the situation, security officers are combing the Taj Mahal Hotel for survivors, bodies, and clues. The Stadelmans have learned that some people they met during their 4-week vacation were killed in the attacks. But back here in America, they are counting their blessings, knowing how lucky they are to have made it home.
As soon as the pilot announced that we were flying over U.S. air.
You felt good.
Yes! You know, and then when we landed in Chicago, it was like, oh, thank God.
In New York, Laura Engel, Fox News.
So did that story give you any real insight as to what happened in Mumbai? They didn't even say why they were there.